Most people think the only way to make real money is to start some giant business, work insane hours, and take huge financial risks. But sometimes the best opportunity is way simpler. The big question is, where does demand already exist and what is stopping it from being fulfilled? Right now, people are building reliable income by learning how business works and taking advantage of a unique opportunity to solve a problem. This is something that anyone can pick up to earn some extra income on the side without having to take on a second job. And it's all got to do with planes. Some flight schools have lots of students ready to book lessons, but not enough usable training planes available at the right times. At the same time, there are planes sitting in hangars costing their owners money every month while they never get flown. That gap creates a very real opportunity. If someone knows how to identify a flight school with real demand for an airplane, and match that demand with the right unused plane which they purchase, that plane can go from collecting dust to producing monthly income for its new owner through an aircraft lease arrangement with the flight school. That's how people are building assets that make them money every month. But to do this right, you've got to know your stuff. It's very important to remove as much of your risk as possible by establishing demand before you spend a single dollar. This one step will dramatically increase your probability of making a return on your investment and achieving financial freedom. Before you even think about acquiring a plane, you need to do what I call a flight school pressure test. This is a process of gathering proof to confirm if a prospective flight school is a strong candidate for an aircraft lease. We do this by gathering evidence to make a determination on what is truly holding back their business. It could be that they don't have enough aircraft to satisfy their demand, and that is stalling their growth. It could also be that they don't have enough instructors, or maybe the weather is forcing them to reschedule their flights. It is only when we are certain that the flight school's limitation is their fleet size that we can consider doing business with them. Otherwise, our aircraft will end up getting underflown, which will likely lead to the flight school backing out of the lease and leaving us with an unleased aircraft that continues to collect dust instead of making us money. Here are the 3 biggest secrets for success behind the flight school pressure test. Secret number 1. A packed schedule does not prove the flight school needs another plane. You need to know which flights are actually getting completed, not just what gets scheduled. A full calendar can still hide wasted time. Secret number 2. If there are canceled flights, track why the lessons are not happening. Was it weather? No instructor available? A plane down for maintenance or inspection? If you don't track the reason for each cancellation, you won't be able to identify the real problem and make the best investment decision. Secret number 3. Study the flight school's busiest times instead of their overall weekly averages. A school can appear to have solid availability for most of the week, but be completely jammed after school hours and weekends when the majority of their business comes in. That is where their true limitation will present itself. When you can spot a flight school's real limiting factor, you set yourself up for success down the road. You find schools that can truly support another plane, which is what turns a smart lease into steady monthly income in your pocket. If you want the full step-by-step breakdown on how to do the flight school pressure test, comment break it down, and I'll make a full video about it.